So since I have to do a little bit of work on this V10, I figure I'll go ahead and give you all a bit of a breakdown as I pull it apart, and I'll go ahead and pull the cover off the bottom so you can see it. The first thing we gotta do is pull the top plate off and unplug the power connectors, which plug right into the side of the housing that you see right there. So, let me get done. Okay, so here's the pack out plate off the top. It's just 2 screws that hold it on. And then if we look at the back side of it here, you can see these 2 pieces here are where your M18 batteries hook up. And there's a power regulator underneath there that supplies 5 volts to the USB. There's a USB plug here on the rear, and there's one on the front that actually powers the camera, so the camera stays charged up all the time. And if I remember right, that splits up and goes to these 2 lights that are wired in serial, but I'm going to have to look at that a little bit closer. But that's what we're working on primarily, is these lights right here. Anyway, you can see the power blocks for the M18 adapters, and then there's a piece of carbon fiber that goes through here, or there's 2 pieces that reinforce these to give it extra strength. They're epoxy together. And then these right here, obviously the tower lights that come down. So here you see the center armor component. Since there's no batteries that go in the trays, then the whole middle of this vehicle is covered to keep sand and whatnot from the motor and all the electronics that sit underneath there. You can see we get sand up here on the top and a little protection for the back as well. So here you see it opened up. Obviously sand still gets in here, but not nearly as much as you would expect. Now these are the power boards for the rear lights and just different things that need power. One goes to the fan. Here's your ESC, and then we're running a Castle Creations 800 kV on the rear with a WHO motor mount right there. But yeah, and this right here, a little armor piece, is so when we hit sand castles, that sand goes down and doesn't come right back into the system. Now, probably one of the neatest things you see on this one that you're not going to see on any other X-Maxes is the rear steer assembly that gives you full 4-wheel steering on the vehicle. That's man, that makes that sucker turn nice and sharp, and you can see it in some of the videos we posted. But there you go, guys. That is my Litterbuggie 10, kind of torn apart. If you have any questions, ask. Well, I've got it apart. I'll show you if I can.